Chinese officials are pushing back against the U.S. statement contesting Beijing's claims to the South China Sea, while other nations in the region are attempting to stay out of the public conflict between the two nations. On Monday, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo issued a formal statement rejecting China's claims to much of the offshore resources in the South China Sea as unlawful and accused Beijing of coercing its neighbors. "We are making clear, Beijing's claims to offshore resources across most of the South China Sea are completely unlawful, as is its campaign of bullying to control them," he said. Pompeo said the United States seeks to preserve peace and stability, uphold freedom of the seas in a manner consistent with international law, maintain the unimpeded flow of commerce, and oppose any attempt to use coercion or force to settle disputes, and that these interests were shared with U.S. allies and partners who have long endorsed a rules-based international order. Pompeo said China had no legal grounds to impose its will in the region. He questioned the legal basis of the nine-line claim in the South China Sea, which was formally announced in 2009, and he pointed out that in July 2016 a tribunal unanimously rejected the PRC's maritime claims to the region as having no basis in international law. The tribunal sided squarely with the Philippines, which brought the arbitration case, on almost all claims, he said. Pompeo concluded, "The world will not allow Beijing to treat the South China Sea as its maritime empire," and said the United States stood with its allies and partners in protecting their sovereign rights to offshore resources, consistent with their rights and obligations under international law. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian told reporters on Tuesday that the U.S. statement was "groundless," and was an effort by Washington to sow discord between Beijing and Southeast Asian nations. China is not seeking to become a maritime empire. China treats its neighboring nations on an equal basis and exercises the greatest restraint, Zhao said. He added that the United States frequently dispatched advanced warships and military aircraft to the South China Sea that militarize the region. The U.S. the destructor and troublemaker to peace and stability in the region, he said. The Chinese embassy in Washington also issued a press statement on Tuesday which said, "The U.S. Department of State issued a statement that disregards the efforts of China and ASEAN countries for peace and stability in the South China Sea, deliberately distorts the facts and international law including the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea (UNCLOS), exaggerates the situation in the region and attempts to sow discord between China and other littoral countries. The accusation is completely unjustified." The statement continued on to state that China's position on the South China Sea issue has been consistent and clear-cut and that China has been working on negotiations and discussions towards a peaceful resolution of the disputes. It added, "The United States is not a country directly involved in the disputes. However, it has kept interfering in the issue. Under the pretext of preserving stability, it is flexing muscles, stirring up tension and inciting confrontation in the region." It pointed out the U.S. was using the United Nations Law of the Sea Convention to attack China while the U.S. itself never ratified the convention. So far, ASEAN countries have not officially issued any response to Pompeo's statement. Colin Koh, research fellow at Singapore's S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies, told USNI News that he did not expect a block statement from ASEAN. Currently, ASEAN member states are assiduously avoiding to be seen as taking sides. And even Vietnam, which is the most steadfast rival to China in the South China Sea, had its prime minister saying during the recent ASEAN summit that the country and ASEAN don't wish to take sides because both the US and China are regarded as important partners, Koh said. ASEAN countries involving in disputes with China have been making efforts to bolster their military capabilities over the years as a result of China's activities. The Philippines on July 10 formally commissioned the first of two guided missile frigates ordered in 2016, BRP Jose Rizal, FF-150, built by South Korea's Hyundai Heavy Industries. Jose Rizal will participate in the U.S. Navy's RIMPAC 2020 exercise in Hawaii, while the second ship, BRP Antonio Luna, FF-151, will be delivered in September.